Good afternoon, students. I hope you have done well in your examinations. And now it is the time that we should start with the next lesson of our supplementary reader, that is Channdni. Now, children, before I start the lesson, tell me the meaning of freedom and captivity. Freedom, you can write in your chat box. What does it mean? Freedom. And what is the meaning of captivity? Freedom means a person's total security at any place. He is free to do anything, whatever he wishes. He is free to move around wherever he wants. Means freedom means we are the owner of our own self, isn't it? The most important thing, that is, we are the owner of our own self. But in captivity, it is just opposite. The meaning of freedom is well understood by a person who has spent his time in prison without committing any crime. Gargi has given, freedom means that we can express our thoughts whatever they are. It is right that it is the freedom of expression, freedom of, and it means our constitution has provided certain freedoms, but at the same time there are certain rights as well. So freedom to express our views, express our opinions, it is well understood. The real meaning of freedom is well understood by a person who has spent some time in prison, isn't it? And especially without committing any crime. It happens a number of times that someone is kept into a prison when he was not at all at fault. बिल्कुल फॉल्ट नहीं होती, कभी कभार ऐसा हो जाता है, वो imprisonment मिल जाता है. So such a person will definitely tell us the real meaning of freedom. Or have you ever thought, have you ever paid attention about the birds which are kept in cages or animals which are kept in the cages? They are, a number of times they are kept. You must have observed some. Yes, it is a correct answer. It is a state of being in a place where one cannot escape. Very right answer, children. Keep it up. It is a good effort that you are giving good replies. And even maintaining the decorum of the class. I am very happy for that. Gargi Shivran is saying captivity means that we have to be what the person is. Okay? So, it is the real meaning of freedom and captivity is understood by a person who has gone through this or who has spent his or her time in those two processes. We did not understand the meaning of freedom till the Britishers came to rule over us, isn't it? But when they started ruling over us, we understood the meaning of freedom. Our freedom struggle started. Many struggle fighters sacrificed their lives for the sake of independence, isn't it? You must be remembering, you must be reading in your books that for the sake of independence, Thousands, millions of people have sacrificed their lives, isn't it? So it is the value of freedom that is a person requires, deserves, or a country, even a bird. हम तो अपनी बात कर रहे हैं, हमें तो एक बर्ड की भी फीलिंग समझनी चाहिए. क्यों? क्योंकि वो एक बर्ड है, एनिमल है, इसलिए कि हम उसको पिंजरे में रख सकते हैं? नो. Here in this lesson, Chandni. Chandni is not a name of any girl or any lady. It is the name of a goat. Okay. So let's see what is there in this lesson. Now look, Chandni is the story written by Zakir Hussain. See, here is the man who keeps goats as his pets. बहुत सारे लोग हम में से पेट रखते हैं. कोई काउज रखता है, कोई गोट्स रखता है, कोई हॉर्सेस रखते हैं, कोई डॉग्स रखते हैं. There are many animals that are kept as pets. तो काउ, कैमल, गोट्स ये तो बहुत कॉमन एग्जांपल्स है ना. तो ये अबू खान हमारा सेंट्रल कैरेक्टर है. Who is the central character of the story? Abu Khan. He is fond of keeping goats as his pets. Now see, from time immemorial, men have been keeping animals as their pets. Both of them love each other and fulfill their needs. ठीक है? But fascination of freedom breaks this relationship. Even the best care and food could not stop the goats to stay with their owner. Let us read the story and find out the reason. This is the story of Abu Khan, as I told you. He is fond of and he keeps goats as his pets. And not only Abu Khan, from time immemorial, हम हजारों सालों से, मतलब कोई हम काउंट नहीं कर सकते हमने एनिमल्स को कब से पेट बनाना शुरू किया. But therefore this phrase time immemorial has been used here to express the length of the time from where human beings are keeping animals as their pets. ठीक है? And actually, when we keep animals as pets, there develops a sort of bonding between the keeper and the animal. हम दोनों एक दूसरे की जरूरतें पूरी करते हैं, एक तरह से हमारे बीच में बॉन्डिंग बन जाती है. But there is a fascination of freedom that breaks this relationship. जैसे ही उस एनिमल को थोड़ी भी फ्रीडम मिलती है, एक्सेप्शंस आर ऑलवेज देयर. जैसे डॉग्स हैं, वो जनरली ऐसे नहीं होते, लेकिन दूसरे एनिमल्स ज्यादातर जैसे ही उन्हें फ्रीडम मिली तो वो ये रिलेशनशिप तोड़ने में एक मिनट नहीं लगाते. So even the best care and the food could not stop the goats to stay with their owner. So in this story, जो बहुत अच्छा खाना अबू खान उनको देता था, वो उसकी गोट्स को रोक नहीं पा रहा था. So see what happens in this lesson. Here you can see Abu Khan, a poor old man, was living with his pet goats. He took care of the goats very much like his own children. कैसे करता था वो? He took care of his goats like his own children. But he was unlucky in this regard. After growing up, his goats left him one by one. Bad luck. He did not like to be these goats, they did not like to be tied up. They loved freedom. Okay? अबू खान क्या था? एक पुअर ओल्ड मैन था जो अपने पेट गोट्स के साथ रहता था. Though he took care of those goats very much like his own children, but those goats wanted their freedom, making him or proving him unlucky in this regard. As soon as they grow up, means after taking care of those goats a lot, these goats left Abu Khan one by one. इतनी केयर करता था, फिर भी वो अनलकी प्रूव होता जा रहा था. कैसे? जैसे वो उन्हें बड़ा करता, देखभाल करता, उनको बड़ा करता, उनको रेज करता, और धीरे धीरे वो उनको छोड़कर चली जाती. कौन छोड़कर चले जाते? गोट्स. Goats left Abu Khan one by one as soon as they grow up. These did not like to be tied up. The goats did not like to be tied up. They loved their freedom. See, Abu Khan actually could not understand the reason of leaving the goats. वो समझ नहीं पाया, बड़ा अपसेट हो गया. Abu Khan could not understand the reason of leaving the goats. समझ नहीं आ रहा था उसको कि क्या करे, goats को जाने से कैसे रोके. Though he was giving them the juiciest grass, grains, and the love could not stop these unfortunate goats from running straight into the jaws of death. What happened? अबू खान समझ नहीं पा रहा था कि क्यों गोट्स उसकी जाना चाह रहे थे. Why did his goats want to leave him? He could not understand. Though he was giving them the juiciest grass, बहुत luscious juiciest grass उसको लाके देता था, grains लाके देता था, and even the love that he showered on them could not stop these unfortunate goats. Okay, ये इतना बढ़िया खाना उनको देता था, जूसीएस्ट ग्रास देता था, ग्रेन देता था, और above all the love that he showered upon them, it could not stop those creatures from running away, and even they ran away straight into the jaws of death. जा तो रही थी भाग के, लेकिन जा कहाँ रही थी? Into the jaws of death. मृत्यु के मुंह में जा रही थी सीधे. Means they were eaten up. Abu Khan now decided to live alone. He could not stick up to his decision for a long time. He bought a young goat named Channdni. He thought this young goat will stay with him for a long time. Abu Khan was mistaken. Channdni also wanted freedom. Natural beauty attracted her very much. Okay? Then Abu Khan decided to live alone. अब उसके पास कोई चारा ही नहीं बचा था और कोई उपाय ही नहीं था. So he could not stick up to his decision for a long time. पहले तो सोचा कि चलो किसी को अब पेट नहीं रखूंगा, लेकिन रोक नहीं पाए. He had to change his decision once again. Then he bought a young goat and named it Channdni. क्या नाम रखा उसका? Channdni. And he thought that this young goat would stay with him for a long time. क्या सोचा उसने कि ये कि यंग गोट है वो उसके साथ ज्यादा लंबे समय तक रहेगी, लेकिन इस बार भी अबू खान गलत साबित हुआ. Chandni also wanted her freedom. Okay, then see the scenario. One day Chandni ran away by opening the window. She was very happy in the lap of nature. Lap means godi. One day it so happened, Chandni also ran away through the window, and now she was feeling very happy in the lap of nature. प्रकृति की गोदी में आके बड़ा अच्छा लग रहा था उसे. It seemed to her that the old hills were standing in a row, welcome her. उसको लगा कि ये जो पहाड़ियां हैं ये सब उसका वेलकम करने के लिए खड़ी है. She felt like a child meeting her parents after years of separation. See her feelings. क्या महसूस हो रहा था उसे? As if she was going to meet her parents after a long period of separation. It was the happiest day in her life. She refused the offer of wild goats to mix with them. Even she wanted to enjoy her freedom that much. She was feeling so happy. She felt that day was the happiest day in her life. Then even one of the group of wild goats offered her to mix with them, but she refused that offer. उन्होंने कहा भी सही हमारे साथ मिक्स होकर चलो, हमारे साथ हमारे ग्रुप में चलो, but she refused. Now Chandni wanted to enjoy this beauty all by herself. All of a sudden, she heard a sound. This sound was like a grunt. She understood that it was a wolf. Chandni decided to put up a good fight. Fight continues up to the night. The first rays of the sun saw that she was dead. The wise old bird said that Channdni is the winner. See, there was a tough fight. किस किस के बीच में हुई ये टफ फाइट? Write the name. It was the sound of a wolf. When she was feeling very happy, extraordinarily happy, she felt and heard a sudden grunt sound of a wolf. She quickly understood that it was the wolf. Then she decided to put up a good fight. This fight continued up to the night, means they both fought for the whole night. But as soon as the sun rose, there was the dead body of Channdni. Means everyone could see that Channdni was dead now. One of the old wise birds said that Channdni is the real winner. Okay. Though she had been defeated by the wolf, but this wise old bird said that Channdni is the winner. It means The one who is, or the one who fights for the freedom, proves himself or herself as the real winner. That is the message conveyed through this story. So this is the gist and all the PPTs that have been shown to you. Okay. So as I told you, Channdni is the name of his god, Abu Khan's god. And he kept various funny names like Kalwa, Mongia, ऐसे नाम रखता था वो अपनी gods के. And Channdni, actually she was very beautiful, we can say, or her color was actually white, and therefore he named it Channdni. Okay? So every god, as well as Channdni, wanted her freedom. Channdni also wanted her freedom. Natural beauty attracted her very much. And it is the same with all the living creatures, if we say. Every animal, every human being wants freedom, isn't it? So, we shall continue. And I hope that you have understood what has been taught to you today.